and welcome back to Classics with Kelsey and Sarah, Season 2.
Yes.
Yes. So, today we're here to talk about Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne.
Which was a lot of fun to read.
Yes. So last year we had read Around the World in 80 Days by Jules Verne. We both really loved it, so we wanted to try some more of Jules Verne's novels. And so neither of us had read this one before.
No, and this was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I almost just as fun as Around the World in 80 Days in a lot of different ways.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of contrasting characters, like there were in Around the World in 80 Days.
Mm-hmm.
You have the eccentric professor and the very practical Axel, his nephew.
Yes. So that was one of my favorite parts, was the interplay between Professor Liedenbrock and Axel, his nephew. Both are scientists, and so they would have different ideas about how to interpret things that they found on their journey to the center of the Earth. And you know, so different kind of nerdy arguments.
Yes.
And I also really liked the fact that Professor Liedenbrock had a ward that was, she was a girl, but she was also into science as well.
Yes.
And so she would help him like classify things. So obviously she did not go on the journey with them, but it was kind of fun to see how she kind of was like in the family profession like that.
And I think just again Jules Verne's imagination and talent for thinking things through, even though it's a totally imaginary adventure kind of, I would say, kind of on the science fiction side, especially at the time. They really thought through like what would be the challenges, and it's not like they have a food supply that never ends, or what, because one of the things a lot of times in journeys you're like, where are they getting all this food in this tiny packs?
Right.
And he did a good job thinking all that through. Yeah,
so it really felt realistic, like this could have actually happened. And Jules Verne's a very descriptive writer too, and so I really enjoyed that aspect of it. Even from the journey starts in they're from Germany, but then they go to Iceland and down this volcano, because they figured out that is the way to go down into the center of the Earth. And so even just the descriptions of Iceland were amazing. And then Jules Verne kind of used his imagination and to describe what it might be like to go down to the center of the Earth.
So I think one of my favorite parts of it was just like all the incredible settings he had on their journey to the center of the Earth. How imaginative. They have this ocean underground that was pretty impressive. These forests of giant mushrooms.
Yes, very impressive and memorable. Oh, and beautiful in some cases too.
And then we get a couple glimpses of some really intriguing things. Like they had this, and it's very brief, and you're almost like, I could do, want sequels about, because they do this one, it's like almost like a prehistoric Earth that's kind of captured, that you get a glimpse of, and it was really fascinating, just very imaginative, and all these incredible things that are under here.
Yeah, that's for sure. The ending is incredibly memorable, and so a very good ride. And so one note about the editions of Journey to the Center of the Earth. I believe it was it was 1871. They did an English, kind of a revised English translation of, because it was written in French, of course, originally. And so they did a revised edition, and abridged and altered, and even the character names were changed too. And so that's something to be watching out for, because I think that the original is better than that revised version. So just make sure that the characters are named Professor Liedenbrock and Axel.
Yes.
So then you'll know that you have the right edition.
Yeah, and this is actually the edition I got, which is from Bantam Classics, and I really liked it. It was very easy to read, and the print was a good size and stuff, so I would say that if you just want a recommendation for an edition, it's not very expensive, and it's a good way to go.
Yeah, I would second that. And so again, just, great character interaction. Another important character we forgot to mention was Hans, who was the Icelandic guide. He's a very strong, silent type. But he was a good addition to the cast.
Very much. And a good bridge between the professor and Axel. So. So that's it for Journey to Center of the Earth. Next week we're going to be doing
Confessions.
Yes. Both of our favorite books in the year.
Yes.
So thank you for so much for joining us at Classics with Kelsey and Sarah. And I'll see you next week.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Thanks.